Hello, everyone. Welcome back to your Schmoe. Wow, wow, wow. I just can't. This week was unreal. So many good matches, so many emotional moments as well. And I can't wait to dig into the week that was. If you're new to the show, we are your Schmoe. I'm Liam. Hold on, wrong way. This is Teresa. Below me is Ben, and Matt is on the bottom left corner. We always present ourselves in our
Hi,
current.
Thomas.
Hello, Thomas. Thanks for joining us.
Hello,
In
Thomas.
our current standings in our weekly prediction league, which we'll get into later. So
It's been this
Teresa-
way for a while.
It has, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Though I did catch you up a little this week, so I'm happy about that, and we'll explain all of this later in the show.
And
But
I got
I think
so close.
Yeah, Ben almost had another perfect week until the pay-per-view came, and
Yes.
I guess we'll start with that. So, shall we put a
Yeah.
spoiler alert up? 'Cause
Spoiler alert.
we are going to jump straight into Friday's pay-per-view, which started with the match of the week, in my opinion, which was the undercard, which broke my heart,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
an exceptional game from both competitors, of which I just did not see coming from Janine. And she played amazingly, and I
She
I
did.
love Marisol, and she's been my pick to get a belt this year, and I want her to win. But even me, who loves Marisol, Janine, wow,
No.
wow, we all ruled her out. We all went Marisol, and we were all sure it was going to be.
Well, I said I
Maybe-
will be rooting for her and think she
Yeah.
has a big shot to win that, but I just don't know if she's that consistent.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the main concern we had was Janine's round one, and then she
Oh,
was
well.
perfect. So what more can you do?
You got a new rival, Liam.
Thomas,
I love it.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
amazing.
Thomas, I love it. Yeah.
You're just jealous of my superior prediction league.
I think Thomas would beat you easily if we rallied the points.
Oh.
So,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
just
Yeah. So I'll say this. Me and Liam multiple times on the show said that if Janine can get her first round up to the level of her second and third, this will be a very interesting match, and she could win. And she finally did. I honestly think that was her best performance ever in the Schmoedown. And
I agree.
in what a match to have that. I'll be honest, I didn't think she would win, but I was rooting for her so much because I know Marisol is playing light out this season, but Janine is in this league for so long. I think she maybe paid a little more dues than Marisol did, so I would rather see her win than Marisol this season. But unfortunately, it didn't happen, especially after her performance, because I think that most people expected Marisol to play like she played, but no one expected Janine. And as you guys probably know, I really like underdogs. So when someone doesn't believe in someone, I usually like when they win. So I was really rooting hard for Janine when I watched the match and saw she got the perfect first round. I was so yes, she finally did it, yeah, I was really sad that happened, but we will now see the number one contender, and I do think that we will have another woman trying to win the belt, but
And succeeding.
I don't know what will happen. I'll be honest. The way Oyama and Merle playing this season, I think we could have the same thing that happened with Bateman and Dan last year. That Oyama and Dan is playing multiple matches this season, but we will see.
Oh, one thing's for sure, Grace is going to be really unhappy because Marisol is on a roll.
Wow.
And after what happened in the IG,
Okay.
corruption is coming back in all cylinders. But
Yeah,
Oh
corruption,
my.
corruption,
Okay.
revenge, corruption and revenge tour starts again, like their last year.
Yeah, I
Yep.
just
We too, Thomas. We too hope that.
I just need to say before we move on, like before we carry on talking, I've never actually. It's probably the most emotional I've been watching a match ever in the Schmoedown, because just see, when other people cry, it makes me sad. And Roxy, after round one, the passion she showed,
Yeah.
and because Janine got her first perfect round, and how excited she was, just showed how much she cares about this game and the bond that they have, and how perfect a fit the stars are for Janine. And we have never seen her play to that level before. And look at where she started from. She had her first ever match, she won in overtime against Bonnie Somerville. And now she plays essentially a perfect game and just misses one question, which was an extremely hard 5 points out. I'm just so proud of her.
Oh, yeah.
And she has shown now, like, she deserves to be in this league. And if she carries on playing like that, she will get a shot one day. The persistence will pay off. And Marisol said at the end, Marisol was inspired by Janine, and now she's going on for a number one shot. So I'm just so feel so good about them both, and I just can't wait to see what that's going to happen now.
Yeah, this is for sure for me now one of the matches of the year. Just because of everything. Janine, girl, damn, why are you making me cry so much? Roxy, why? And then the other thing happened, and I was like, oh my God, my heart is breaking for Roxy right now. And for Janine, because, Liam, you said incorrectly, I said that I'm going to be pulling for Janine because I think she's due and I think she's trying so hard every time. And this was the biggest example of it. And when she didn't win, I was just like, one question, dude, one question. And she was perfect the whole time. I was so heartbroken. Like,
Thomas.
I am.
Oh.
Oh, Thomas, I liked you before, but no.
It's all right, Thomas. I got your back.
Especially after we found out the other thing that happened, I do really understand why Roxy was so emotional. But yeah, I'm very happy for Marisol. She deserves it. She, like, match after match, she's just stellar. She's amazing, and I'm glad she got this opportunity. But like, Janine stole my heart in this match from the first second, from the promos, and then her first perfect round, and I teared up even then. And like, but oh my God, I'm just I hate this. This is the match where I wish the most the two people could win, like, ever. I'm heartbroken and very happy. It's really weird. But I wanted to say, and I'm sorry, Matt, but you said that you want Marisol to play against a real competitor, against someone who will really challenge her, and she did.
Janine did. Yeah.
Like both of them could win against anybody. This is just.
But the thing is, Teresa, I know that, but as Liam said, no one thought that Janine will play like that.
Except Roxy. Like, after the talk, I almost changed my pick, because on SCN she was. I know she, like, is loyal to all of her players, but if you heard her speak, she was like, she's hitting every question. She's just like, and I was like, should I maybe, like,
I wish you did.
Switch? And I didn't, but like, I wouldn't be mad if I did, because wow, what a match.
Yeah.
This was just, this was everything. And Roxy, and as you said, Liam, Roxy is a perfect manager for Janine. They match instantly, and this is not about someone being a better manager, but like being a better match for each other. And just some players and some managers have it. We will talk in other matches about some players and some managers that don't have it. Yeah, I will have a lot of things like this to say
I'm
today.
aware of what you're referring to.
Yeah.
I'm aware
Yeah,
of that, and we will have quite the argument with that, I think. But we'll see.
Yeah,
Um,
but a best match of the week for me too, and I'm just
Yeah,
so
I
proud of
Yeah.
both of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
really remind me. Sorry, I need to say this. Really remind me of
Yeah.
times when Shire Wolves were playing this match. Just
Mhm.
finally, we have this great representation of women who are playing on top level with everyone else, and it's amazing. Yeah. So,
And as they said as well, it's not even about the fact they're women; they're just fantastic trivia players.
yeah,
And
but
I
for me
love
as a
when they
woman,
do that.
it is about the
Yeah, I know.
that's mostly for the boys, Liam. It was like but for me,
Yep.
it's especially because of that. But yeah, they are like just great competitors, not great women
We
competitors,
said it's
just
going to
great
be the year
competitors.
for women, didn't we, on this show? And I think we
This
were
is the
right.
year of the ladies.
Yeah. Ben, what
Yeah.
are your thoughts?
So Teresa and I were watching this match, not
Yes.
together, but we were kind of watching it and talking. And I was watching, sort of feeling Teresa's thoughts coming through the messages, her crying.
I'm
And
sorry.
it's fine. And
It was really heartbreaking, guys.
my
It was.
my competitor streak came out, probably wrongly so, but Teresa kept saying she hopes that Janine wins, and I said, well, Marisol played the better game, and unfortunately, that sort of unwittingly spoiled the ending of the match for
But it's
Teresa.
because I was spoiled before this day, and I felt
Yeah.
like I was like, yeah, just keep them coming, just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just sort of then I sent another message and I waited for Teresa to say great game. At which point I sent a message and I said, great game from both ladies. I really wish Janine had won. But I was really hoping for the perfect week. So that's why I was hoping Marisol would win. So that's the only reason I got so
selfish.
competitive. Yeah, I know.
But good
But I'm
for
allowed
you.
to
I
be
like it.
selfish every now and then. Have
I
to get
guess we
competitive sometime. I'm
Right,
at the
we have-
bottom, and Matt has a horrible punishment for me.
yeah, Thomas,
Yeah.
and I know we don't see eye to eye, but I fully am with you on this one. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also
And-
want her to get the belt.
There's something that I wanted to say about that, which I find kind of ridiculous, and maybe I'm wrong for saying this on the show, but why does Marisol have to face 5 great competitors, or have to be 5-1, essentially, to be a number 1 contender, and Kevin Smith just goes 4-0 if he's number 1 contender?
Because she
Because
had
he's
the
Kevin
one loss, and
He didn't have
also
a loss.
because
Yeah.
he's
It
Kevin
is
Smith. Like
Kevin Smith.
I'm not one of the people who were saying that these matches for Marisol and Janine aren't enough. I thought this is enough challenge for them, but I also Kevin Smith. But
Yeah.
if you want to talk about something, talk about Bateman playing for a title and then having to win 4 matches until he gets his next title shot. That never happened before.
Yeah.
Like 3 is the max. So it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
giving him opportunity to love it more. And I think it's a 1 match difference. I think if he was someone else, they would give him another match before this. But like we all want this to be a more successful league, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I guess
cut this out.
Guess
we
guess we
need to
can go for the next one.
I was just going to say, I think we need to just quickly touch on the challenge. Because that
Yeah.
was that.
Oh, and
was
Thomas
big
is
loss.
Excellent
saying
challenge.
that Marisol is 4-1 and Kevin is 3-0. That's
Yeah.
I
think,
just think the whole that one path is a little bit shorter than for the players who would normally play like 2 matches and now are playing 4 before they get there.
yeah,
But I
Yeah.
also get why they are making it more difficult for them, because like they can just hand
Yeah.
Dungeon and everyone all these points and be like, yeah, get it. So
But obviously,
It would be nice.
our title of this show is "I've had the time of my life," so I guess we should address it.
Yep.
I thought it was an absolutely worthy challenge. I'm really pleased that she jumped in immediately, and I think it was the right choice. I think it is in parentheses, and she obviously knew the answer. So
You know how
I
you know
agree
it
with
was
it.
the right choice? Roxy didn't protest. She would like she
She
didn't say
did.
anything. No, but
Yeah.
after they ruled,
No, she did.
no,
No, because she did, because I still said Roxy talks too much, because she was
but-
challenging even beyond Christian, when Christian said, okay,
oh,
both
well, I
sides have
haven't
given their
seen
argument.
that. I
she
just
said
saw her. Yeah,
she said
but
it's
But
not even the right
once
song
the ruling
title.
was given, she didn't
no,
pick
after
up
the
much.
ruling, she didn't
No,
say
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But normally she would be like, she would do it almost every time, like at least say something. She didn't say she didn't say a word, and I was like, oh, well, she agrees. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with the challenge. The only problem, and I talked about this with Ben, is especially with the songs, because there is the song that is called "The Time of My Life in the World," so it's the different song. Like, you have, I don't know, the movies who are titled similarly but not the same, like what they said. If there is one movie who is called, I don't know, I will just say some words, so table, and the other movie who is called The Table, then it's not the same if you write the table or the table.
I
yeah, but
think
the
they've
time
changed
of
that
my
now,
life
though.
is the name of the song, and also I've had the time of my life is the name of the song. This just
Wait,
if you it's
what?
in parentheses, it's like you don't if
Oh,
you have something
oh,
and
You
yeah,
don't
that's
have
why
to say it, do you?
that's why our show is called this, like exactly
okay,
this,
okay.
because it's not like it's you can find it as I've had the
Okay,
time of my life
okay.
or the time of my life.
Then it's the Verti
So
challenge, yeah, yeah.
so
But
I actually agree like 100%
yeah,
with everything.
yeah, yeah. The challenge is good, and I thought that they should give it to it, because I thought also the song is called "Time of My Life." I said "Time of My Life" immediately,
Mhm.
because it is the like one of the biggest songs, and one of the biggest probes, like someone holding someone in the air, like yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was for me pretty easy 2-pointer, but it's okay.
Yeah, I only saw that movie like I don't know 200 times. So yeah,
So
I mean,
especially the
Rock
scene,
is iconic, isn't it?
I would just do the
I
scene again and again because
yeah,
it's
and
perfect.
yeah, Shannon,
to be
with that challenge, Shannon is the manager of
mm,
the week, because Marisol
yeah.
didn't challenge.
Oh, I didn't vote yet.
No, there is not there is no polls. I checked. I couldn't find it. So yeah, so I think that it was a worthy challenge, to be honest. But
I
yeah,
would like to touch on something that you said, Matt. You said that it was an easy 2 pointer.
no,
Sorry.
2 point. Yeah, because I think
Yeah, 2 pointer.
it's
For
really
me, yes, but the one that she went down on was a really difficult 2 pointer again.
yeah,
So there
that's
is
true.
that balance that they've got in that section.
Yeah, and it's always subjective. It's always subjective. Not everyone saw this movie so many times. So
Yeah, and
like,
she got opponent's choice, we have to remember, and she navigated it amazingly and managed to get 7 out of 8 points. So
Yeah, yeah,
well,
yeah,
That
Thomas.
would be amazing, Thomas.
But I don't think we have the two championship matches in the same night with same people. You know,
It would
yeah,
be
but
awesome.
it sounds yeah.
that's
it
a good.
sounds
It
nice.
sounds
be a
like
good
you
night.
think Jen is going
Yeah.
to lose that belt. So
We will about that.
Wow.
Are we going to the next match, because we are
Yeah, sure.
spending quite a lot on this? So the next match is my favorite match of the week.
guys, do you
Mine
like
too.
my
Yeah,
like my chance?
yeah.
I was just so proud of this one. I'm sorry.
So just so you
It's
know, Teresa this week is the one responsible
Banner
for
queen.
all the goodness of the banners.
Yeah.
I may have her do it every week from now on.
Oh
Yeah.
no, please no. No. We'll see.
We'll switch.
Strange match, I
Go-
thought.
Can I go first with this one, please?
Sure.
Okay, this
What
is
was
my
your favorite
second.
match of the week?
This is my second. No, this is my second favorite match of the year.
For the year.
Of the
Whew.
year, right? Yeah.
Wow.
I really love when the match is close and it goes like it did the also undercard back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was so happy for Mike. They're both played extraordinarily. Mara and Mike both played really good. Mike won, and those were some hard DC questions. When I heard the question, like what was the coupon for, I thought to myself, this is a 5-pointer. This is not a 2-pointer. Like, okay, but
Yeah, but it was also balanced because Mountain
Yeah,
Dew,
it
like
was-
in the
yeah.
second, yeah, there was,
it was balanced. I
and
agree.
the
but
year, like neither one of them got it. So I think
So
we've had some toughies.
they both played really good. I think this is a perfect match to show someone, because also I think that it has to be said, Mike was really classy in this match. He could challenge, and some managers would tell him you should challenge because he would win the challenge. There is so much precedent this year to give him that challenge. So I really like that he won that way. I would be really sad and little angry if he lost on 1 point in this match, because
Yes.
he could get it. But
Yeah.
I think that if you are good and classy, the karma will give you back. And well, I think now,
Okay.
yeah, like I have to say something, but I said that. But well, I think that now people should give him more respect. As Shannon said in the group, it was like only 30% of people thought that Mike can win, and Mike will win. And I'm so happy he proved everyone wrong. And people can tell me what they want now, but statistically and every other way, Mike is now the best Inner Geekdom player ever. He won the championship 3 times, and he beaten every single Inner Geekdom champions except Chandru. I would really like to see Liam's point on who is better than him. Just to say you right now, Rachel won Inner Geekdom championship only once, and yeah, only once. Me and Ben checked today. So
I love this comment from Leo.
yeah.
Yes. But I think Mara will now watch it. Poor girl.
Yeah, and I think they both played really good. They both showed such a class. They were really classy, both of them. I really like, and Christian said that Mara did respect Mike, and also said, "I don't know it. I don't want to win like guessing," and didn't answer it. This match was awesome and too nice at the same time from both players.
Okay.
To be honest, I wouldn't play that way. Just to clarify it, but and they both showed a lot of knowledge. Both get some hard questions, and Shannon was again really good manager to Mike. I must say, of course, she is especially good with Mike. That's obvious why, but I think he's so happy, and I'm the most happy because people count him out time and time again, and he always wins when people count him out. People counted him out against Smets first time. Only Christian said, "I think that Mike could win that match." Everyone
so you're going
said
for corruption in the Corruption Danger Zone match.
no.
Oh, but I thought if when people count him down, he always wins. So
No, I have my reason. I will say
okay.
it. And I think that because I think both of these matches were live. That's why I'm not going corruption. Because I just had a feeling it's live. And I think it was an awesome match. Back and forth, back and forth. And yeah, the thing is, I think that in Well, we'll see. I'll just
Especially
say
if it's
that
Chandra.
he won't be. He won't be that nice. I just want to say that I always thought that in Inner Geekdom and in Star Wars, when it's the betting round, you have to bet three. There is, unfortunately, you have to bet three. You will get behind because someone will bet three for sure. And I would bet three in Star Wars and Inner Geekdom every time. I would risk it. And yeah, because it's so close. In Inner Geekdom, it's so close. And yes, I am a little sad for Mara because it would be nice if we could have multiple women's champions at the same time. But not for right now, apparently. But I think that Mike
Still could happen with Marisol and Laura.
Yeah,
so.
but I think that Mike really deserved that win. Like we said for Janine, Mike is so long in this league, and a lot of people still don't respect him. I don't know why, and I think that with this win he will finally get the respect he needs. So yeah, that's it for me.
I underestimate Mike, and I have a lot this season, and I did last season, and yeah, he's proven me wrong. So, for full respect, I actually was. This wasn't my favorite match. I found elements of it odd. I don't like that he didn't challenge because he would have won that challenge. I understand it, but I think because of what happened you saw in the promo when they had the title match last time and the way that went down and all the drama, I think Mike almost showed too much respect because he knew the answer and he would have won the challenge. And I actually think it's more respectful to challenge in a way. Does that make sense? Because if you do that and you get the point and then it comes down to a point, like people would say Mara did one on a technicality. So I don't know. And also I think Mara did the maths wrong, to be honest, because when she spoke to Kaiser about the betting round, I think she in her head thought if she bet one, she would still have a lead if she got it right. That I just think she did the maths wrong, and that's what ended up. And then she was 1 point behind until the fifth round, and I think she thought if she did one, and she would still be a point ahead. But I might have got that wrong, but that's what I sensed from what she spoke to with Kaiser. I also think not Kaiser's fault, but all his technical problems probably. I think it just sat wrong with me, and it's not his fault at all. These things happen on digital, but
was Kaiser Gucci of this week?
No, Gucci
well,
was
no.
Gucci of this week.
Yeah,
Kaiser of this week.
Kaiser-
He didn't have a
controversial
camera,
thing
but
to
he
say.
was there. His internet connection was okay, and he was actually managing. Like, okay, his camera
he
wasn't
couldn't
there,
help
but he
it, and
was
I'm not
there.
having go.
He was there.
Yeah, and he did much better. He did like 10 times better managing with no camera on than Gucci has throughout the whole week.
Any of the matches of his.
And yeah, I just found
terrible weeks.
I just found the whole match a bit strange, and I don't know why. It just sat wrong with me. Just how I felt. I didn't enjoy it. Like I when it ended, I just felt like that just didn't feel right to me, and I don't know why that felt that way. I don't know if it's just me.
No, I
kind of felt that way because Mara didn't. Sorry, I felt that way because Mara didn't hazard a guess, and I know Teresa said she has a photographic memory.
She doesn't know it. She doesn't know it. I think like she's the one player
but I
when
think
she doesn't
it
guess.
might have
I'm
felt
okay
a
with
bit. It might have felt a bit better to me if she'd at least hazarded a guess, maybe. But I don't know. We'll see.
No.
Yeah,
I agree with
I
Teresa.
think like there is like Mara, and I think maybe Chandru or someone else. Like they don't have like the complete photographic memory, but they do have like if there's nothing that strikes them, they just don't have it in, or like you know. And this was just such a specific like. I wouldn't even venture a guess if I didn't know, because this was like, you know, it's not like you can say like it wasn't like a prominent actor in the 90s won an Oscar, you know, like it wasn't. I just yeah, but I like I know it looks better, and I sometimes you hear the players say like, yeah, maybe I should say something so it looks better. But sometimes if you really don't know, you just don't know.
Yeah.
And if
I
you
just
have
felt
like
because
the
she used
smallest inkling of
the
something,
two
then you should say it.
JTEs. I felt because she used two JTEs in that, right?
Because yeah, I think because
So
she does
I felt
she has the
maybe
board and she
yeah.
goes and she was looking at it and probably trying to spring
So
something
maybe
from
I
her
thought
brain.
maybe there's something there that she
Maybe.
has, but maybe not, as you say. But
It's not like I don't know how her brain works, so I can't like this was just why I didn't even mind with her. Like I
yeah,
would mind with probably someone who but I didn't mind with her.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
It was weird, wasn't it? It was a weird match. I just
like
weird.
I know, but if you watch Mike against Rachel, he's similar. And like he said I wouldn't challenge this with Mara or Rachel or Smets or competitor I really respect. And for people like Chandru and I don't know who else he said, Hannah.
He said
and,
Parker. No, he
Okay.
said Parker.
Oh, okay. Well, Parker isn't okay. Well, maybe for
because
him
Parker
he
wants
is.
to go perfect.
Yeah, because Parker said that he's perfect and he will beat everyone. That's why.
Yeah, but the point I wanted to make, like he said he plays the player also. Like if it's the player that will give him this kind of
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah. So I do like he made it better for me in the interview after and in the
Yeah, fair
rundown.
point, yeah, Thomas.
But the thing is, I kind of expected to be the most emotional about this match, and since I got really emotional in the Marisol and Janine match, and I was like, before I was like, whoever wins, I'm happy. But then I found out I wasn't. I found out I was really heartbroken. Then we had the announcement we will talk about, which like broke me even more. And then the match started, and like they were so respectful, and they like seemed to like. Ben said to me, at least Mara is having fun in this match, and she seemed to be having fun. Like if Mike said something, she had like there was such a easygoing atmosphere about it, and I like, and you could see how happy Mike is, and you could see that Mara wasn't that heartbroken. Like she was happy for him. So it just I didn't like that he didn't challenge, but I do understand. I didn't like that Mara didn't, but two, like three, I understand. Okay. But two, you would still wouldn't be 1 point down. I didn't. So I also was like, why is she saying that she will still be ahead? And then I just didn't. Yeah. So it was. And after she seemed to be doing really well in the DC with Mike. So it just I don't know. And didn't she bet free with Chandru?
She did.
It was
she did.
But they
and
were
she
both
like said
going,
that she plays conservatively, but I didn't really know if it was like and then she didn't know the 5-pointer. She didn't say anything. I was okay with that, but it was just I don't know. I liked the match. It wasn't one of my favorite matches this year. Like I think Mara Chandru is much better. I like this. But the thing is, I found out at the end of the match that I'm actually really happy for Mike. That I think maybe now people will start like include him more, and
Liam.
but like it's not like if there's a not subjective, let's say objective Mount Rushmore, which I don't think exists, but I think like Mike is actually second for me right now after Dan Merle, but it's true that he'd never defended like. He's definitely the GOAT of IG. I don't think there's a conversation right now, but if Mara will take it back from him, then you have it like the same. Who is the GOAT of IG?
Okay,
who is the GOAT of?
Don't be ridiculous. We all know the GOAT of IG is quite clearly the War Father. And if you say anything else...
I thought you were going to give us an actual answer.
No, I just wanted to have a joke. It is... I was saying Rachel, but after that, it is Mike now. It is Mike.
And last thing I wanted to say is it seemed to me that Shannon really wanted the challenge. Like, she was trying to... push him.
I like that.
She wanted the challenge.
I like if he lost and didn't, and it was a 1 point game, I wouldn't be happy with him. But
Because
since it went
Yeah.
this way, I'm like, okay, sure.
I think that Shannon is kind of person when we play. So
Yeah.
I will do everything I have to win, and
I
then
think-
after it we are friends. And I think that's the right mindset to have.
But
When we
I think
play, we
I
play.
I get that he wasn't nagging her and everything,
Yeah.
like and he also, you can see he had like the PTSD, like he was like, when we were in the match and we were so focused, it felt like the last game, and like I know they
Yeah.
didn't talk for a while, and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could tell.
and now
Yeah.
they are friends again, so he doesn't want to like
Yeah, ruin
change
it.
it. And
Yeah.
I was
like,
I was gonna
I
say
get
that.
it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say I know I don't have the history of the show that you guys do, but watching that promo and watching how irritated Mara got, you could sort of see like he was thinking, okay, let me rather be more respectful than I was last time,
Yeah.
and
yeah, it was
let's have a
unfortunate. It
better
was
game.
it was
the
the way
whole
it
thing
went.
was-
It
yeah.
wasn't like but I think both Mara and Mike talked about it
But they both
nicely. I'm
played
glad they are friends again.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but the thing I wanted to say is I hope this doesn't happen in another match. Like, I think the respectful game is okay. Like, but challenge if something is wonky,
Yeah.
and Roxy like made two precedents for you. So
Yeah.
just be respectful, but still play your game to the best of your abilities always. And I hope he does in the next match. But he was amazing, and she was amazing, and they will both play again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means she's in the tournament, I think. So I'm not sure.
Is she
But
or Parker?
oh,
We don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
who would
shit.
you?
We don't know
That
yet
was
because
also
we
a
don't know
question,
when the
Brenda. Who
tournament's
would you
going to be.
pick?
Well, we don't
You're
know when
gonna
the tournament.
That's
no,
something that
we-
that's something that Matt and I spoke about as well. Is that because we don't know when the tournament is going to be, and Christian said Mara could face a Saul or a Mark Haas, so she could start. We could have a mini tournament like we're having with the singles,
Yeah, but
But
he
and
we
said
have
that,
it
then
now
go
with
into
Parker.
that,
Parker is
and then the
closer
tournament.
now.
he said that just as an
Parker
as
will-
an
Yeah, he
example.
did.
Just as an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Parker is the one who's actually going for the title
Yeah.
now.
He's
I
got a
think he
route
will
now,
get
hasn't
to
he?
the top
Well,
before the tournament. So maybe Mara will play
we
because
we
Parker
will
will
see.
be
Yeah.
in contender
We
situation.
will see. Yeah. But the thing is,
Yeah.
I was a little scared because I just went back and what Mike said about Parker is true. Most of the time, when players said I'm perfect, in one of the matches they lost, they lose. They do good, like beating everybody, and then lose before the title shot. It happened to Smets also. Smet was unstoppable until the number one contender against Mike. And it happened to a lot of people. And
Don't
yeah.
tell Peter.
Yeah,
Moment.
yeah, yeah. And it happened to a lot of people, to be honest.
Yeah, but it happened to him last year. You think it will happen to him again?
I don't
Well,
see him
he-
being
Yeah.
chance again.
Now,
Good.
I think Parker will beat Chance, to be honest, but I don't know if he is gonna beat Chandler.
Well, that's because both of them are so great. That's
Yeah.
the match.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, Chance is the one who beat
Yeah.
Parker last year. So never underestimate corruption is what I would take from this week.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see what happens on next week's pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Are you going to vote for corruption in the predictions?
yeah, Teresa.
Well, no.
No.
But I have my favorite player playing. What's your excuse?
God.
But I think they can, they did it to them so many times that I'm really surprised that none of you will pick them.
Well, who knows? We're not there yet. I might.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you won't, Liam.
Oh,
Liar, liar, pants of fire.
Are we gonna go to the next match, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just say one thing, and then anyone can go. The thing that I don't say usually, Gucci wasn't needed in this match. Really wasn't needed in this match. God Leader could do it all by himself.
Yeah, and the players who can do it all by themselves thrive in the exchange, and the players who can't, bye bye. Yeah, he wasn't needed, but he could still say like, "You're playing awesome. I'm proud of you." Like, at least for the look of it, not just be there and be like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, bye." But okay, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Great match. I loved this match. Not for Marie because poor girl heard a question right, a question wrong. I think it won't ever happen to her again. She will probably remember her JTEs now, and but she played like for this to be her second match. Wow, so good. And this is the first round of a tournament. This is crazy. And those are two rookies. Star Wars Division is on fire. And Gold Leader, dude,
Yeah.
like he didn't even blink the whole match.
Yep.
Wow.
Him and Harper this season. Is.
It's crazy. That's what, like the thing about all of this week's matches is they were really like, you go one way, you go the other way, but like the whole time they were competitive. There were no like, maybe it will be well, maybe Taylor a little bit, but most of them were really, really competitive and it's so close. And this was what I'm just sorry that Marie has to go after one round because she played so well, but I'm sure we will see her again. And Sam's managing was amazing. Even his like post-match interview, I love him for Marie, and I love how he is with his competitors. And then on the other hand, we had Gucci. So yeah, who else wants to say something?
I will say this probably was the most competent managing he'd done in the week because he didn't really have to do anything. So at least he
and he had internet in this one, right? I think he had.
Yeah.
Yes. One for free. Good job. Good job.
Okay.
Like when we get
don't
to the
agree.
match,
Me and Ben won't agree on that one with you. I know because we talked about it, but we will talk about it later probably.
This match just shows like how intense this Star Wars League is, and there are about 6 or 7 players who basically go perfect every game now. And if you have to be perfect essentially to win now in this league now, and that's insane. You know what I say, you've got Gold Leader, Harper, possibly Zach Burkett. I'm not quite sure about him yet, but it's looking like he might be another one. Probably Ace, Kelly, Damon, and Dimolanta. And they are all on their day capable of going perfect in every match. It's insane. Like the level is just ridiculous. How are they gonna? I'm now struggling because I had Harper for the tournament, but after that showing, I'm going to have to really think about that one now because they're just both incredible, absolutely incredible.
There's the last thing I want to see. I think Star Wars is the only league where every player is capable of going perfect. I don't think there's a player there that, like, I think all of them could go on a run.
I'll just say in this match what was the most impressive for me is that Gold Leader didn't use any JTs. He knew every.
He didn't need it.
He knew every single question. Not like, okay, I have to think about it, so I'm gonna pull it. He knew it immediately.
It was easy, wasn't it? It's unreal.
It was like, okay, is this? Okay, is this? And I didn't see that from any Star Wars player. The whole match.
I think Harper was like so focused and like was fine.
He was.
But both of them, I can't.
Both of them.
No,
and
I can't.
I'll say this: I have Gold Leader on his side on the finals. I won't yet put Harper in the finals because I didn't see Ace play yet this year. So I don't want to count out Ace like everyone did last season, and then he beat everyone. So, but I'll think that gold leader will win his semi-final match. We will get to it when we get to it. But yeah, I was so impressed with his focus, and the fact that he didn't need a second to think about the answers was on a different level for me. So yeah, the Star Wars is gonna. I agree fully with Liam. There is a couple of players that he said that is maybe a little above the other pack, and it's very competitive, very competitive league. So yeah, we will see what will happen in the future with Star Wars. But I think that Star Wars has the most interesting championship matches, in my opinion. To be honest, uh, right now. Yeah.
And now down to different people will be in there. Yes.
Who has gold leader got? Do we know?
Zach
Oh,
Zach.
Zach Burkett.
Okay,
Zach attack.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Ben, do you not have anything else to add?
Yes, I do. This is the rivalry that I've been waiting for. This starts the rivalry that I've been waiting for. It beats Dan Murrell versus Roker. It beats Bateman versus JT. It beats
Oh my
every
God.
rivalry for me because
for you, okay.
it's Gold Leader versus Zach Burkett. If you watch their promos against each other, I've been looking forward to this since January. I've been wanting Christian to push these two to go against each other, and I'm sure this will not be the first time they will face each other. And I'm sure if they go against each other more than once, I'm sure we'll see a 50-50 split at some point. Zach needs to maybe learn the game a bit better, needs to calm down and think about the questions. But other than that, I think he has that knowledge, and I think he'll do really, really well.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm preparing myself because I know what match is coming up next, and
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
angry.
Oh, do you want me
And
to
it's
start or
this
do you want
one.
to start?
Okay, I messaged Teresa on
All
this.
right.
I was very angry.
Me too, dude. This match.
This match. Obviously, I went Alba, so I'm pleased he won because for the prediction league, like I'm really pleased in that sense.
Yeah,
But
that's the one thing that doesn't bother me about this match.
yeah, this was actually like a horrible match to watch because
Yeah.
the management
Ugh.
was from Taylor Robinson is possibly one of the worst things I've ever seen in a Schmoe.
No. Okay.
His management was horrendous.
I have something to say about that. Yes, he didn't have great internet, but I honestly would have spun away from Batman because having seen how deep Spider-Man goes, you've seen crazy questions from Batman too. And I think
if he said that, that's valid, he didn't. Also, like, yeah, that's a
also
good idea.
she
now
wasn't
talk about it.
quite...
You don't have like at least a few minutes before the match or something. He obviously wasn't there, so they didn't have it prepared at all because he asked her about how many slices do you feel better, and normally people are like, oh, we know how we feel about this.
That's true.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
Means that he didn't prepare with her. And you could see on the other
Yeah.
side that Greg, like, no.
Yeah,
No,
no,
sorry.
Okay, there
I'm
I agree with you. There I
don't-
agree with you.
Yeah.
But for me, that spin away was probably the choice I would have gone with because of how deep we've seen
But he
specific
didn't
questions
want to.
going.
I have to disagree with
I
you,
get
Ben, to
that.
be honest. Because
Yeah, but she doesn't feel comfortable with it, and you put already your player in the uncomfortable situation with slices that there's a lot of them that she feels worse about. I don't know, not for me.
This is the thing, and I guess the counter argument is, which I think you said to me, Teresa, is well, she needed to get a strong category to stay in the game. but she was in the game at that point. It was a 1 point difference.
It was
And
2 points.
she felt, or 2
Oh,
points.
one.
She
Wow,
felt,
you're
it was
right.
one, yeah. She felt comfortable with Batman. I think she wanted to do it, and he talked her out of it. That's what it looked like to me. And I know the argument is, oh, if she gets spinners or what she wanted, then it's a good thing. But that didn't happen. And even if that did happen, I just don't think that was the right thing to do in that moment. I think it put her off, and she was ready to take that category, and then she got lumbered with something she didn't want to have. And I don't know. I just felt that
Fair enough. I see your point of view,
Can
but
I
personally,
can I just say something right now? Right thing. Okay. The thing is, and I fully agree with Bateman with this, and that's 100% true. And I realized that on this match, when Bateman said, "If Gucci thinks you are good, and Gucci likes you, Gucci will manage you good. If Gucci doesn't think you are good, Gucci will not manage you good." That's what Bateman said, and that's big problem with Gucci, big one.
Yeah.
So I'll say this: when
Yeah,
you
but he doesn't manage anyone good right now. So
I don't agree. I will tell you. I think that he managed actually Rushmore pretty decent and good
Yeah.
on that match. He told them nice, good things they needed to hear. So I think he managed them pretty good in that match. To be honest,
Yeah.
but he likes Roca and JT. That's the thing. I think that Robinson has to be with someone like Koi. She is obviously very shy and needs more
Or
confidence
even
in
Den
herself
Mother.
and stuff.
anyone else.
Yeah.
and yeah,
No, I think someone who will say to her, "Okay, let's just have fun. We are playing for fun." I think that Robinson needs someone like that because she's very nervous person. You can see that on backstage also. She was really nervous and shy, and she doesn't need someone who won't give her confidence because she needs someone who will give her, okay, we are just playing for fun. Or someone like Sam who said, I don't expect my players to win. I expect my players to play their best games. So I think that Robinson needs someone who's not that competitive. Like you need to win, we need at those points, something like that. So I really think that they should maybe try to trade her because I don't think that she is comfortable on exchange with Gucci. She especially, and yeah, that's
wasn't he
my
in
2 cents.
in
Okay.
like his cellar in the
All right.
Rushmore match?
Well, I don't know
Uh,
where he was, but he
Yeah,
managed
the
them
connection
good.
sucked, and
We
can't he
heard
be home
everything
for
good.
at least one match? Like,
Well, but he managed them good on that match.
No, he was at home for the Rushmore match because I saw
Yeah,
the
he was.
Gucci behind him.
wasn't
Yeah.
he like on a runway or something? Oh yeah, whoa,
Uh.
for Rushmore. Okay, then I'm sorry, Gucci. I'm sorry. That's the one match you were home for. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and actually managed them good for one match. Yeah.
Just this match though, it actually
Yeah.
frustrated me because even if the Batman category was really hard, she was going to do it. You know, she was
Yeah.
ready to do it, and she was talked out of it. That's what I didn't like about it. It wasn't.
Yeah,
She
fair enough.
actually.
Yeah, and her 5
Oh,
points.
Leo,
Yeah.
that was so hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone
like,
would have got that in the whole
airway.
league. Yeah, no
Mike-
one.
It really reminded me of Damian Yu for Mike in the
Yeah.
like the arms of the suit or whatever it was.
Yeah, arms of
and it
Iron
was
Man.
how sometimes those
Yeah.
5 pointers are so tough. And the
Yeah.
worst thing about this match is that we already have all of this happening, and on the other side you have Greg Alba that is high as F because he's after his second
Yeah.
shot or
Okay.
something, and he doesn't feel good
Yeah.
at all. And it
Yeah.
seems like you are intruding on his privacy. That felt so uncomfortable to me, seeing him in
Okay.
like in this situation when he doesn't feel well. Sorry.
I have a
go.
lot to say about this. I have a lot to say about this Greg Alba situation. Yes, he wasn't feeling well because he had his second shot and stuff, but it felt to me like he didn't take it as seriously as Taylor Robinson did. Especially when you heard him speaking about how he didn't have time to really study because he was so busy with his side of with his channel and all this stuff. So personally, at the end of that match, I felt if I had to say who I want to see in those two matches again, in this match again, it would be Taylor Robinson. Because the way Greg played, even though he wasn't feeling well, it just something didn't feel right there for me. It just felt like he wasn't as serious as Taylor was, and I'd love to see Taylor more than I would Greg personally.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't really have time now, and I think that's why Koi picked them up so late, because he knew both of them won't have time. He is also shooting a movie, I think. So
I will just say on
it's
that
just
point,
wasn't that
I do-
surprising for me.
I think he studies more than he makes. I think a lot of it is part of the act. I actually think he's quite a strong player, and if he was to try really hard, he could be really good.
Yeah,
I actually think he's
To
really
to be
honest.
fair, I think he's a better player than John.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even though John has that history of the free for all, I think he's a much better player than John, and I don't think people
Especially in
should
IG.
say.
Especially in IG.
Yeah.
I don't know if in singles and teams,
Agreed.
but in IG,
And that
in IG,
that
100%.
that is the reason why I chose him last week, was because of how well he played it last year. Now that
took
being
him
said,
outside.
maybe
he studied last year, that's for sure, because
Yeah.
he talked about it. I don't think he studied this
Yeah.
year. I genuinely think he didn't know there's a category that was called swashbuckling adventures.
I do think,
I
but
think
his core knowledge is quite good though.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got
I
the
think
strong
he
base.
still is a strong player, but I don't think he will be able to study maybe this year or next year, because he has a lot on his plate. If he got maybe a number one contender, he would probably study just because he did it last year for the tournament. But yeah.
It was frustrating to watch though,
just an
especially
uncomfortable match for me. I didn't
Yeah.
like it at all.
yeah.
And even though he won, like the way he was playing was frustrating as someone who's picked him in our league, because I'm like, oh my god. What are you
Teresa,
doing?
I have just one question for you. I have to ask you this. On our next segment, do you want to go first or last?
I don't know. I might go last. I might go last. Yeah, my notes are just Gucci feels like he almost made it worse by being there.
I agree with you,
Taylor
Thomas.
really needs a manager. And before the third round, he actually gave her a good pep talk. So Gucci managed, at least for a little while, is my last note on this match. So, yeah. And then on the next match, I have Gucci is there. This is how I make notes right now.
Should we move on?
Yeah, we should move on.
Let's
I
move
don't
on to the good match.
No, that's one.
Wow.
This match.
This
was
match,
awesome.
Who wants to kick off?
So good, guys. So good.
I'll kick
Let's
off
start it off. Let's start it off.
as the only person who picked Rushmore. I was so
How did that
impressed.
go?
I was so impressed with Danger Zone, but especially I didn't think that man could surprise me in this game, but I was especially surprised with that Dan Merle. It's his third perfect round in teams in a row. I don't think that he did that in teams yet. I think it's the first time he did that. I think he this year plays lights out, and really him and Oyama have that.
It's the first time anyone did that. Just so he's tied with someone, but it's like the only two times it happened in teams.
Okay, nice. So I think that him and Oyama has that special fire in the eyes this season. So I really think, as I said in the beginning of the show, that this season will be Dan versus Oyama, Oyama versus Dan versus Oyama, something like that. Yeah, I know, but I really think that Dan is unstoppable. I always give.
Finally, people are realizing it.
No, yeah. I know he's the best in singles. I picked Rushmore because I really think that it's like we said all this tournament season, it's a 50-50 tournament. The whole tournament, it's 50-50. I think that if you start the tournament again, Lightning Time could beat Rushmore, Outsiders could beat Lightning Time, Deception could beat Danger Zone. So yeah, but the only thing that really impressed me with Rushmore in this match was their communication on that 5-pointer. It was really,
Well, that
really
was
impressive.
something else,
Because
yeah.
JT said the whole synopsis of the movie, but couldn't pull the name. And when Rocca heard it, he pulled it. So it's like something like they did with Janine and oh my God, what Jacoby? They did something like that, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Janine got
Yeah.
one, but man, okay, I said this. Bateman was good too, but Dan Merle is the one that really pushed that team on the whole other level. I think because
Oh yeah.
Dan was the one who said, "Okay, it's National Treasure, for example, for sure. I know it's that movie." Ben also thought that it was something else. Dan is the MVP of this tournament for sure. It was in my eyes between him and JT, and I told myself probably who wins in this tournament finals will be the MVP, and it was Danger Zone with a lot of Dan's help. So I really will say that Dan Merle is the MVP of this tournament for sure. And
Yeah.
I don't know what I didn't expect that Dan will feel that comfortable playing with Ben Bateman, to be honest. But he does, and it's surprising, but it's okay. And yeah, the only team right now I see that are on the same level as them is the Shazam team, like Bibiani and Kid. And yeah, Teresa, I know. I wasn't mad. Me and Ben watched that match together, and I wasn't mad at all when they lost. I just said to myself, and Ben knows that. Good. That means that I have to win at least one, different than you. So Mike will win for sure now. I was so happy. And I have to apologize to Teresa on air because I thought that Teresa is as me and Ben.
But I
watch
you did. I just watched the promos, and it was like 20 minutes after the match
Yeah.
started. So what,
So-
guys? And we always at least ask, like, I
Yeah.
love you,
So-
all of you, but you spoiled like 5 matches for me
Yeah.
already.
We spoiled Teresa's what
I was
third
like,
round.
I was in the third round, and he
Oh.
was like, "Oh, don't gloat about Mike." Like I'm the one laughing about the losing competitors on the show. Don't gloat about Mike. You can gloat about Danger Zone.
Danger
Like,
Zone.
dude.
I didn't watch the match. Yeah, so I apologize publicly.
It's okay. It's okay. I knew they would win, so it's okay.
Yeah, I apologize publicly, and I think that also I have to say that I think that 5-pointers were really balanced between them. They both got hard 5-pointers. So yeah.
I will say for this match. Oh, sorry, Ben. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Sorry, Liam, to interrupt.
Go for it.
I will say the one thing that surprised me the most, because Matt and I were watching that match together, and the moment that Charlotte holds the clue question came up, I think that JT eat it, and the moment that JT eat it, I said to Matt, "This is National Treasure," and Matt said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And then when they went to the multiple choice, I said, "There it is. It's National Treasure," and I kept thinking, but why are they not thinking National Treasure? That I know why they didn't go with it. It made sense to me. I mean, it's not that good a movie, but it made sense to me why they went with it. But it was just surprising to me that I was able to get it. And lover
That
of
sometimes happens. Like if they
Nick
haven't
Cage,
seen it, they
like
just don't
Bateman. Yeah, I get that, and I'm not totally surprised, but it did shock me. That was the first shock. Then I was really, really scared when it went into the final round, And Rushmore had, I think, all their JTEs and Danger Zone, none. And I thought, oh my word, Bateman is going to miss his 3-pointer and it's going to all rely on that 5-pointer. But thank goodness they won. So I'm just glad about that. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess the sort of key points I'd like to highlight from this match, I was really impressed with the way that Danger Zone tactically navigated round 2 when they were given a category which is clearly a strength of JTE, and I'm assuming Roka as well is probably quite good at martial arts. They got opponent's choice. They built the lead to be able to navigate it, and then I don't think they missed it. I think they went to multiple 5 out of 6 times, but they knew a few as well. But they had the breathing room to be able to check down just to clarify, and I just thought they played that really well. Also, really impressed with the pull from Roka and JTE of the 5, as already mentioned. The only thing I want to talk about is I love the promos so much.
Yeah.
And the Brother Lomas bit was amazing, and it just made me laugh so much. and then the finale with Rick, and then when he started dancing, I actually spit out my water because it made me laugh so much when the brother started doing that. Oh, amazing!
I
It
just want
almost
to
beat
say-
the match for me.
Yeah, I just want to say something about Brother Lomas. I want to acknowledge that. We always talk like Barbarian is preparing everyone and stuff like that. And the God leader said on backstage that Brother Lomis actually writes a lot of questions and quizzes a lot of people in the exchange. That he's really active. So apparently, Brother Lomis is helping a lot.
Yeah, I also heard that.
on that point, I would love to see a Rick Radis Brother Lomas team as their second
Yes,
team.
please.
That'd be
Oh,
so
yes.
fun, so much fun.
Yeah.
The,
And let them play Wildberries. That would be the,
But there are no berries.
just at least as an exhibition.
I really enjoyed the back and forth as well throughout the match, and my favourite part of that was when John missed the Love Simon question, and Mara went, "I got that question last year. If you were paying attention, I loved that so much.
Yeah,
That was so funny to me."
That was
Mick
a good
Robinson, John.
And-
you should have known
and-
that
and-
one. To be fair,
and also-
Yes, and that's a great movie. Like if you don't know, but this movie and especially that book, but also that movie is so great.
yeah, I love that movie.
And
so I
he
knew that
also
one, but-
Roca dig for Bateman was also good. Everyone laughed, even Dan Merle. Even Dan laughed at Bateman.
yeah, it was great. I loved
Yeah,
it.
but he also laughed at every dick
Yeah,
Bateman did at
of
Roca,
course.
and there was a lot. There was
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Teresa,
Can I go?
I
Teresa,
think we should let our queen talk.
are we going with FCL or with Heartbreak first? What do you want first?
Wait, we gotta let our
Let's talk about
queen
Danger
talk.
Zone, please. If I could.
I have to joke with you. You don't have the right to do. No, I'm just
No.
joking.
Oh, this. Okay, so
I'm kidding.
so yeah, I think Dennis playing his best season ever, and he already has 6 belts from previous seasons. So now that he's playing even better than ever, I don't really think many people stand a chance against him. Like, yes, Ben also played amazingly, and I'm glad that he also had a perfect round, so people can shut up about him having only 7 points. Like that's a small amount of points in the first round. That's great, and so I'm very, 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 very happy with this match. This just, it was perfect. The amount of smack talk, and especially, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like from match to match, then adds to how much smack talk he does in a match since he's with Dungeon. And it's just glorious, guys. His promos are better and better. I'm just like, he's getting to like to the like I kind of want to watch his promos now more than like Roca, because I saw that happening for years and years, And Dan is just now so passionate. And on rundown, Frank said it seems to him that Dan is getting like angrier in every match. And yeah, I kind of feel it. It like it's special because after all of this he already accomplished, him still being so into the game is just something really special for me. And his chemistry with Ben, wow, like the whole second round, I was just so impressed. Especially Thomas said here, this is the answer I liked the most when Dan explained, like, I saw this movie and I didn't see any of the other ones, so that's why I at least think I know this happened in some movie. So that's why, and like I'm so glad we can see those two mic'd together, because I think both of them are two of the best strategists in the game, and together it's something like really special, and they just know how to play it so well. And Rushmore, I don't know, Roka seemed defeated from the first round. He wasn't even jabbing at them almost. Like he was like, oh, good. He was like, good job, Dan. And was like, what are you doing?
This is not Roka, we know, right?
Yeah,
it didn't feel like Roka.
No, and I would be like okay with it if he was that way the whole time, but he was pumped, and then the match came, and it seemed like he was almost expecting them to win, which just seemed weird to me. So, but I think Rushmore will be back, and this was one of the best matches. The smack talk, the energy, the chemistry with both of those teams, and the history there, like.
They could get a number one contender after this or something, because they usually do something like that with the
fight. Yeah, and it felt like it was part of the spectacular, because it was so close to I could just go from one match to another, and it was such a big match that I could see this in a live event or something. And it was just it was just so good. And the last thing, I also like seeing Brother Lomas dance with Rick Radders is the highlight of the whole. Like I was like, what is this? Like, but it was it was a mess, that scene before it happened. Like people didn't know when to talk, but like I liked that we saw all these people. We saw Haas for the first time, and like it was amazing. But it was kind of a mess, and then Dan saved it for me. Like Brother Lomas came and saved the day, as the prophet he is.
I just want to. I will say something controversial for Christian. I think that maybe after this match and after what we saw, like Lightning time when they played against outsiders and stuff like that, I maybe prefer teams in digital when I can hear teams talk. I'll say I prefer it. I know Christian doesn't like it, but I prefer it. I really like to hear, because it's another layer, because we didn't know which player, and we didn't have that teamwork aspect before. It was always there, but we didn't know it. Now we know it. Like we couldn't hear JT and Roka gets to the answer if it's in the studio, but this way we can hear, and we are even more impressed. And I maybe
that's
prefer
true, but it's more complicated for the players, and sometimes even in the digital
it could skills, isn't it? And that stuff, it makes it harder.
and when you don't see it also like can be. I think it's really hard for the players.
I
for
understand
the
that
teams,
it's the harder for the players.
But I also agree, like.
But
would
for
never
me,
see
as a
Janine
watcher,
come with one name and Jacoby come with the second. Like we would never know this actually happened.
For me, as a watcher and a fan of the show, I prefer it this way. So on the teams.
The thing is like building those teams that could build so much chemistry only on digital. It's amazing. This year just continues to be amazing.
I just want to ask a question before we move on. But now the tournament's finished. What was the match of the tournament for everyone?
This one.
Mine is Deception, Danger Zone for me.
That was the promo.
Same.
That was the promo of the year for me.
Outsiders Lightning then. was the
Nice,
closest
Oh,
nice
match.
pick. Nice
nice
pick.
one.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
nice one.
Like I then I have all of the Danger Zone matches, and I like
Yeah.
the Danger Zone is my favorite team. But like Outsiders Lightning Time, man, that was just
Yeah,
such a good match.
that's a good pick.
I think
I would
it's
have
this.
chosen that one, except that it really made Theresa upset. So
Oh yeah, it did.
No, for me,
that's why I would say Deception.
it's this
Thank you,
fine.
Ben.
It's final. It's this final for me because I had a feeling while I watching this match, like I watch main event, as Teresa said, spectacular main
That's
event.
true. That's
Uh,
true. It was very different. Like
I will say that Deception Danger Zone was more competitive and stuff like that. But this match had that feeling, that special feeling. I don't know what it is, but it had it.
well, you have
To
4 Titans who has been here
yeah.
forever. Like
Yeah.
it's yeah.
So
it's-
that's why it's for me it's my favorite. Even I lost it. It's my favorite.
But any match anyone would pick from this tournament would be like amazing.
So Teresa, are we going to the heartbreak first, or you are going to talk about FCL?
Oh, we can do a quick FCL.
Okay.
So 2 matches, singles again. We had the first match, Jared Haben versus Gerald. Yeah, that was a doozy for the announcers. Jared Haben not too smooth this day because there were some misses and Gerald went perfect through the whole game. So he didn't even have to answer any questions in round 3. So he won by TKO. And Jared, unfortunately, doesn't continue on his path to the title, but I still really like him and hope
Sorry,
he will play
was
more.
it inner geekdom or?
No, it was
Singles.
singles. I still want to see him. I hope they will put him in inner geekdom because I actually think that's more of his of his wheelhouse, yeah. And then the second match, which was amazing and so close, and one of the closest matches we had yet, was Vanessa and
I
Coffee
watched this
Outlaw.
one.
and damn it, I was like, we could have the first champion in the FCL, and it could be a woman. And then she missed one question, and that's it, because Kofi also went perfect the whole game and didn't even realize that he won because he just guessed, and he guessed correctly. Well, you never just guess, like Stacey Howard says. Those are educated guesses, but he didn't expect it at all, and he won, and it's awesome. But I was really pulling for Vanessa because I love her, and so I was a little bit sad about this. But one thing I will say, I love they have before the matches, they have Steph saying, "Let's get classy," and it's like a remix, and it sounds amazing. So I love that, and also Nick Harley is doing more stuff and more heel promos, and they are all great. And I don't know, I might actually want him to win, the person who doesn't like movies, because he's so much fun. So he's like coming with original things that after so many years of Schmoedown, I'm sometimes like, how will you do it so it's new again and like good in a new way? And he does it. He's coming with original stuff for his character, and I love it. So yeah, that's FCL. We can go to the heartbreak.
Heartbreak time.
No.
This is
This was
sad.
Oh,
this
it
was the
almost
worst
rhymes.
part about. Yes, it does. You did well.
Thank you.
This was the worst part
Yes.
about the pay-per-view
Yeah.
for me. I know Teresa was crying during the first match, but this hit me harder.
I just
than that
continued
first
crying
match.
through the
It
whole
was,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, this
I felt
sucks.
so bad
Very
for Roxy.
Yes. And for Jeff, like, I don't even
But-
like Jeff, and I feel terrible for him.
I would just like to say we wish Mark all the best for his future endeavors, and we hope that everything goes well, and we would love to see you back in the league one day when you have time.
He'll be back.
And
back.
now to the second part of that question. What will happen to the Stars?
It's like
They lost
it's
their
a
best
two-part
team.
question.
They lost
What
their
about-
best teams.
I was actually
Unfortunately.
after the Janine match, maybe thinking
Well,
Jacoby
the
and
thing
Janine
is-
might be.
Okay, I'll just say if Janine can get that good, was this good consistently,
Mhm.
we don't know will that happen. Yeah,
We
I
don't know
agree.
yet. Yeah, that's true.
But
Untrue.
for now, Odd Couple was the champions of the whole league, so there was the A team of the Stars.
And
Of
they have like
course,
1 week to solve it, so that's
yeah.
a long time.
And
I wonder if that match will still happen, and it might be like the Shire Wolves
But-
retirement match, but I don't think it will. I
No.
have my theory.
no, they said that Grace will say on Monday what
Yeah,
will
on
happen
Monday.
to Shazam.
I have two ideas of what might happen. I think one.
Three.
I don't think either of them will happen, but this is my first idea. I think it depends if it's live or not. I think it is, but I'm not sure. The winner of Corruption and Danger Zone will then immediately
Uh-huh.
play Shazam.
And that's a terrible thing to do to one of those teams.
But I
There
think
we go.
that could happen. And then the other idea is maybe Paul cashes in the title shot for teams, and that becomes the
Okay.
title match. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I quite like the idea of the first one, but I don't think either's going to happen. But I'd rather that happen.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's really not fair to Roxy and
Yeah.
Jeff. The thing is,
Not all Poloyama. I don't want them, for example, to make him okay. Please cash it
Yeah.
in so we have a. It's not fair.
But
the thing
I
is,
might-
maybe he wanted to cash it in. We don't
Yeah.
know if they made like he
Yeah.
might go for this opportunity,
Something-
especially if he's on the path
yeah,
in singles for
something
himself.
similar happened a few years ago when
Yeah, with
Above
Brienne.
the Line retired, or Sam retired, and then
Yeah.
Brienne
Cash it
used
in.
the
Right.
shot, and that's
Yeah.
how they fixed it. I don't know if that's going to happen.
But it was
I-
also obvious in that match that maybe if she like had more time to like, she might not go for the match this way. Also,
Yeah.
it wasn't the
I'll-
closest
I'll-
match ever.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't like to see them again. I know Oyama played really good against Shazam, but they lost pretty recently to them. To be honest, to Shazam, Final Exam did, and I think I think this could happen. We don't know if Corruption Danger Zone is live. I don't think so because I think that Mike Mara was live, and I really think it wouldn't be fair for Mike to tell him, okay, now you study inner geekdom, and then in week's time you have to.
but
you have
Alex
to-
had to do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But he
David
didn't have
did
to
that.
have play 2 back-to-back matches.
It wasn't
If-
back to back. It wasn't week to week.
It was week to week, but
It
it
was.
is 1 week to week, and then that week you want him to play 2 in one night. That's 3
Yeah.
matches in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
that's not what Matt's saying, I think.
No.
Oh, I thought
I'm
that's what
I'm
you
saying
was
for
saying.
no.
You
I
were
said
saying,
for
right?
you, Liam. I don't think what you said would happen, but I think it could be that maybe, just maybe, they will do the thing that the Danger Zone will play, as we said, Corruption for that number one contender, and they made Shazam play Final Exam for the actually give the Final Exam title shot. I don't think it should happen. That's the thing that I was talking with Ben that could happen. But I think that the thing that will happen is that they maybe will do this, that the winner of that match, Danger Zone and Corruption, shouldn't happen. Maybe they do Corruption versus Shazam, and then Danger Zone has automatic championship match with whoever wins, because Corruption already was like in the number one contender conversation. Maybe they do
No,
that.
I don't.
Maybe
I don't think they. Matt, I don't think they will do that because
Okay.
because
I think
Grace
that-
has already put a poster up on the
Oh,
Facebook
Corruption
group.
Danger Zone match is happening.
okay.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
But-
Okay.
But the thing is, they pre-taped these matches few days before, so let's pre-tape the Danger Zone corruption match
Yeah.
and then put it on in the same day, and then you can do that one live. That's
my
that's
thing.
one thing.
Yeah.
But I think in that situation, Jeff and Roxy has to have some compensation. It's not their fault that this happened to Mark.
Yeah.
And Jeff still has the belt, and he doesn't want to. So they're free for me. This is the one.
Mhm.
The second one is the one with the final exam. Also, don't like it for the Jeff and Roxy reasons. And the third one is they will let Jeff take a partner, probably Janine or
Yeah.
Jacoby, even though I don't like it, and play for the
They
belt.
he
with
cannot
Shazam
take
because
he can't take Janine or Jacoby.
yeah, he
because-
kept in the rules, but then Mark, like this is a pretty special situation. Like it's not.
Okay.
They shouldn't drop people in this period of time. They are doing
me
it because
have a
Mark
look
doesn't
at
have
their
another
roster.
another shot. So I
I
think they
think-
would let them break up the team
Oh,
and go for Janine with
Okay.
or Jacoby or maybe some other player from the
yeah,
faction.
some
I don't
other
know,
player
yeah.
maybe.
But I would put the strongest one there. I
Chris
think
Jericho.
Janine and Jacoby is it. And because if you want to win those belts, then you
Yeah.
have to put a strong team there. But and play for that belt,
No.
and then
I would say that it's fair
one
thing
of those
would
three,
be
I think, has to be it.
because I think the fair thing would be okay, Jeff, you don't have to play now for the belt with the new partner you never played before, but when you get your teammate, you get immediate title shot. That would be fair.
Well, then it I don't know. Maybe Leo. I understand, but I think this is like a special circumstance that is happening right now. I know that it's in the rules and everything, but I think there will be some lenience for this.
Yeah.
I agree
Because
with Thomas
this
on
is
this
just
one.
burying Roxy and the stars.
Yeah, that's the most
This is her
most-
second player. This is a
Yeah.
team she kept because they had the belts. We don't know what she would do if they didn't have
Yeah.
the belts. This
I
is
think
very different than what happened with McQueenie because he didn't wait until after the match to do it. And it's okay, Mark. Like I also wish Mark all the best, and like I want his career to be great, but like he put them in a pretty special and very difficult
Yeah.
situation.
And
And
the
I know
thing
he
is-
didn't like to do it, but it happened.
I think they should give Jeff Snyder and his teammate immediate title shot, but not right now because it's not fair to Jeff either to play someone who he never played with for the belt because it's just you give him the belt, but let's be honest, he must play against Shazam players who know each other, study together. It's still not fair. That's why I would like to them to say, okay, Jeff.
Yeah, but then
Fine.
it's not fair to other people. Like
Yeah,
I
but
think the
to
best
other
thing to do.
factions.
I think the best thing to do is what we've said in that the winner of Corruption and
Yeah.
Danger Zone, they pre-tape that match, and then like the
But
title
they have
match
to do
was
something
live.
for Jeff and the Stars. They have to like give them,
They
Give
will.
him
They will.
another
They'll make it fair.
opportunity.
yeah,
Yeah.
give him the championship match when he gets his new partner.
I have to say I normally don't agree a lot with Frank on Rundown. I'm kidding. I do. But he said this is so special that let all of the parties like Jeff, Roxy, Shazam, let them all talk and try to come up with the decision that they are all satisfied with, because this is just I don't know if there's a right way to fix it, but if all of the parties are like, I think this is the best decision, then I'm okay with it. So
Jeff tweeted
like
in the
that.
week, didn't he? And it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yes. And
And the thing is, I think that stars are. We talked like quirky mercs are in the bad position. Stars, I don't see stars in very good position now.
yeah, I just what Thomas said. I know, but I don't think that Jeff would then defend the belt. I think he would play it for the belt. Like this would be a championship match. I wouldn't take it as him defending, but I think he should at least have a shot at the title afterwards.
He deserves it, yeah.
And yes, but it was different before the factions and before it was this way. So yeah, I let all of
We'll
the
find
people
out tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
say
We
that they're okay with one
we
decision
trust
and then
in
make it.
we trust in the Schmoedown.
And
I will say
our
we trust
president.
in the Schmoedown people. We trust in the president. We trust in the commissioner. We
do.
know that they'll
Don't
do the right thing.
abolish us.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it is heartbreaking though.
Now let's talk about one great thing we saw, and
Yes.
that's the scene.
Oh
Under
wow,
guys
yeah.
Winter
She just
Soldier.
winter soldiered him like,
Yeah.
and looked so good while doing it.
I told you he's a sleeper
Am
agent.
I the only person who was compulsively going through 2017 Diaz, Lions Den, Compromise, Set, Action, and trying to think of what it could mean? And I don't think I was the only one.
Yeah.
Who do you
Did
think
he
it
face
is?
someone called Pep?
Emma 5.
That was my pick. You're stoling it.
Well,
You said
Diaz.
that weeks ago.
Sorry, Cameron Diaz is blonde. Lions in 2017. I think this was the time when they were like worrying a little bit. I don't know if this is the time they like closed her in the closet. I'm not sure, but I think they were on opposite sides of it. So either that or Ken. Those are the two people that are
Ken
not
could be
involved
it.
now that I think
Yeah.
they wouldn't
Ken's
mind
too
do
obvious.
something like that.
And Ken would be obvious answer, right?
Yeah, but G was also obvious, and
yeah,
in the end, it surprised us.
yeah.
This scene just, guys.
I
Like,
also remembered
so
Emma
good.
because I watched her stream, and I remembered Emma, and I miss Emma. I'll be honest, Emma is
me too.
Emma was my favorite manager
Yes.
in the old days. So
Yes.
She was the bar for managing. I
She
think
was
she,
the first
showed
who did
what
it.
management could be.
Yes.
Yeah.
What affection could be. She was
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
who like started the training, and yeah, and her and Five Club. We just lost the final member of the Five Club in the league, but
oh my god, I
yeah.
didn't think about it.
That's
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Again, I'm
Oh.
stealing all of the points from Rundown because they, I don't know, Frank was just really on point this week. But yeah, I was, that's sad. Like, we still have Clark involved, but nobody is playing now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that would be, considering the history with in the beginning of the league when Emma Fife and Grace were both commentators, and they had that whole rivalry. That would probably make the most interesting story to have Emma Fife be Schmoe Manotti's leader.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
hope
I like it.
It is her because I really want to see her back.
Yes, please.
I miss her so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all have the same. Yeah, I just miss
Ooh.
Emma. I just
I'll
want
be
to see her
honest,
back.
I like Emma because Emma has
Hi, rest in king.
hi resting kid. So I really like Emma because she actually has a lot of similar interest as me. She was big proponent
Because she
to
lost
put-
anime, right?
No, but not only that, she was the one that that's true, but she was the also one that made the first Harry Potter exhibition, for example. She wrote the questions.
Yes.
She was the one that always said that we need more more movies and categories in Schmoedown for younger people, for younger players, maybe that is not so accommodating to the like people who are born in the 80s or 70s, but to people who are born in, I don't know, 90s and 2000s. So like stuff that younger audience like. So I think that she had a lot of good ideas. She was the one that made Patreon really pop off. So
That's true. Yeah.
I think
She
that
did all
she's
of the AMAs and stuff.
Yeah.
That was the, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say that this is probably one of my favorite scenes ever, and probably one of my favorite storylines now that it's coming all together from last year to this year and everything. It's just, this is the stuff that I like in movies. So if it's now happening in the Schmoedown and actually great actors are playing it for us, yes, thank you. Please
Yeah,
more.
and they've done so well to utilize the talent Guy and Grace are fantastic actors, and
Yeah.
the only other person I want it to be, and it's controversial because I know he's not beloved, and it won't happen, is John Campion, because I just think it would fit the role. It won't
Oh
happen.
yes.
Oh, I forgot. I also thought maybe Ted. Ted
Todd
I
Williams.
wouldn't like that, to be honest. I wasn't keen on that whole story.
I was like thinking that he turned the tables and he was like the the person who was the scapegoat in the corruption era, and anarchy and like and everything. So I was thinking like maybe he planned this whole time to turn the tables. But that's I still hope it's Emma.
I also Liam wouldn't be mad if Campia and Campia and Christian are really good in good. They have a good relationship. So
I think
the
like
only
Schmoe
reason
and Campia has a good relationship.
Yeah, I just think because of the R&B stuff, and he works with John a lot. I just don't think it will happen. But I just think it would have been quite cool if that did happen. But Emma is my top. I would love it to be her.
Yeah.
I'm scared I want it so much that it won't happen. But yeah, I went through all of the people that I was thinking like they aren't involved now, but they may want to be. And like most of them we have already, Clark and Jay, and like all of these people came back.
That would be amazing.
I don't think it's Rachel because
it won't be, but it'd be so
it
cool.
Won't, but oh my god, that would.
I'm just dream.
The thing is, then you can have, and that would be actually very nice. Then you can make Rachel versus Clark like a rivalry because Clark lost the commissioner spot because of the Shmominati. So you can do so much.
We should write the Schmoe down.
Yes, we should definitely should. Yes. I agree. We would be like, Rachel, we know you don't want to be involved, but because we said so,
we need you to play. We need you to play Clark Wolf in the spectacular. Just not for point, just for fun.
Christian, feel free to DM me on Facebook. I've got lots of ideas.
we know you're watching.
He's definitely one of the 4 people watching.
Yeah.
We had 5 for a second. Shut up. I also don't think Campia will be it. Then I think my Ted Williams theory is maybe closer than this.
That's
more likely. We should probably go to predictions. We
should go.
We're making great time today. Are we going for 4 hours?
Predictions.
Let's do a quick one, Matt. If you don't have it written, prepare yourself.
Do you want me to get?
I know that I forgot to write them, but I know all the. I know all the.
We don't know one match, right? And we know 4.
We'll probably come on in the week when we figure out what's happening with the final match of the week.
Wait, just to
write a quick 5-minute video or something.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Unless we all go the same, then we'll just post it on Twitter.
First is Star Wars, right?
Ace against Sean.
Okay.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Ace.
Wait,
this is where I changed.
I was thinking about it, Ben.
You did that last time
about it.
against Marie, and it didn't work in your favor. You gone for him again,
but this time it might.
It might.
You never know.
Yeah.
Why, Ben? Why?
I'll tell you. It was a competitive choice because I know we're going to go the same everywhere else. And that being said, we are so close, Matt, that I want to catch up with you. Okay. And also, Sean Sullivan has to have his victory at some point. Let's be honest here. He's with corruption now. He's probably studying a lot more. Okay. And same reasons as last time.
Can I be a little evil, Ben?
And he's the underdog.
We also said that Wit should also win the match, and he didn't, unfortunately. But okay. I will be
We have
quick.
Ace
I went.
and Ace.
I went with Ace because who was it? Winston said that Ace is pretty angry that he and other veterans doesn't get enough respect now that all the DragonCon players came into the league. I think that he's even more motivated than last year because of that. He's very, very angry how he played in the spectacular. I don't think that he's very satisfied with that performance. So I think that he could again be the surprise of the tournament. I cannot believe that I'm saying that the person who won can also surprise people this year, but he could be the surprise of the tournament. So I don't think he will lose in his first match. That's it.
Yeah, I was very close. I was thinking about it, but then I was betting about against Ace the whole tournament last year, and it didn't work out. Well, actually, I had him against Laura, I think, but yeah, I'm not going to repeat my mistakes. Maybe if it goes against Harper, I won't, but this time I have to. But I would never count out Sean, and especially Corruption, especially when you see how fired up they are now. So I think it's a strong possibility, and this will be one of the closest matches in the tournament and scene.
I think
yeah, okay.
I think Sean will play better than he did against Marie. He played well, but he missed his 3 and 5. I don't think that's going to happen again. But I still think Ace has enough to do it. And when Winston was on backstage, he was talking about the title match between Dimlanta and Damon. He said that they did a watch along, and Kelly and Ace went perfect as well. Obviously, I can't back that up, but I do believe what he said, and I think Ace wants to prove that he can do this again. And that what happened in Spectacular is not him, and he can do this. So I think he's going to do it.
I think Kelly missed the same question Alex missed in the watch along. I think she said it after the match.
No, but up until overtime,
okay.
I mean, like before overtime.
Okay, then.
So, yeah.
The second match or
the second
Ben?
match? Yeah.
Ben.
Ben said it. Ben was first. Ben was first.
So it's Mark Haas and Jacob Witten. It's in a Geekdom. Okay.
It's Mark
I have to correct myself on something, Liam. He's not the celebrity. He is that guy that looks like Ben Bateman and acts like Ben Bateman.
Witten.
Oh, I thought it was the. Okay, I thought it was the
Jacob
guy playing
the dude with
keyboard and the suspect. It's not him.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well.
No.
Okay.
So ready?
Then do you have your picks?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. I'm going close.
I've gone Haas.
Haas. Everyone.
Yeah. You can see this was the one where I didn't know.
I'm just going off that dossier again, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the Sam's first in a Geekdom pick was Amaru, who I think is strong.
Okay.
I don't think he's the quality of like the top tier at the moment. He could get there, but this was his, I think, 7th pick, and I just the way the Finstock Exchange drafted, it just seems they know what they're doing. And Mark Haas is a 4 division.
Yeah, that was the one thing for me, that he can play in 4 divisions. So
it just seems like he knows what he's doing.
Although Wittenben can play in Star Wars and IG, that's what he was set as when he was drafted.
Okay. Okay. I'll just go into the dossier. It's worked every other match apart from.
I will root for usual suspects, as I always said, but I think Haas will win. Because, as Liam said, dossier. That's it.
Yeah, the thing is, I really didn't know in this match, and I'm going with the Barbarian. But then, if actually Haas needs a manager in the match, then maybe Wittenben could win because of it, because he won't have a manager in that match. Because like you saw Taylor improve so much in the exchange, because Barbarian is training her, people are training her and helping her, and she really improved. But when she needed her manager, he wasn't there. So that's the only reason why I was seriously considering going. the other way. But maybe it's another player who doesn't need Gucci, and then he's going to be okay.
I mean, look, Wittenben has a cocky attitude. I don't know much about Haas. Wittenben definitely had a rivalry with Swift in the Facebook group.
Oh, I know what happened. The
Yes,
Juice
yes.
is his agent. Oh, it's Justin's
Yes.
Juice, and yeah, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
No, I get it. Well, I want to see
So-
his man as his agent play in Schmoe because he's so good.
But we are definitely at odds with our dear viewers who seem to love
Yeah.
Wittenben. So
Yep.
I want him to win. Like that's
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
want
I
him
want
to win
anyone
too,
except
but-
Exchange to win.
I mean, maybe Haas
And-
will be amazing. I haven't seen him
Come
other
on.
than on the promo.
Suspects really need the win. They got
Yeah.
They do.
TKO'd last time, so
And like another reason why I'm glad that Mike won is that Tension isn't running away with it.
Yeah.
So I want this
Yeah.
to be the closer it can
yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next match.
Okay, give me a bit of time.
Paul Walter Hauser, Josh
Yeah.
Horowitz. We've seen Josh now in the press room. Paul Walter Hauser is a very good actor. He is in Cruella, which I watched recently, and he was very good in it. So,
You watched it already.
He's also in Cobra Kai.
Yes,
He's
yes.
also in an interview with Christian in 101. And what's our picks?
and our pick is I've gone Horowitz.
Yeah,
I wrote press room because I couldn't couldn't wrote the names. But everyone would understand what I mean. So.
Hauser for
Oh,
Thomas.
Thomas is
Wow.
one Hauser.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Also, like
Leo Horowitz.
yeah, I could go with all of these matches with both picks because I think Hauser will be really great, but I don't know if he will have time to like learn the game, and we know that Horowitz knows it. I think Hauser will be really knowledgeable, and maybe after a few matches, he will be really good at this. He does have a lot of knowledge, but Horowitz really impressed me so much in that one match that I just can't go against him even if I wanted to. And I actually, this was the one match where I thought I might and I can't. He was so impressive.
Horowitz impressed me so much that I would pick him against some veterans, not all of them, but I would pick him against some veterans. He really, in my eyes, was better than Perry in that match. He really showed that he knows a lot, and this was the only match that it wasn't hard for me. I know that the guy can be good, and I'll be honest, I will root for Usual Suspects again. But it's very simple for me. I know what Horowitz can do. I don't know what his opponent can do. So I will go with the player who impressed me. That if he played bad in his team's match, I would probably go with the player I don't know. But he played really good, so I'm going with the known quantity.
Yeah, that's it. I have nothing to judge. I can tell he's a knowledgeable guy, but I don't know how he's going to do in the Schmoedown, Paul.
Yeah.
And I thought Josh played very well in the press room, so I just had to go with Josh.
And
Guys.
Josh knows the game.
What's wrong with you?
No. Ben say it and then I'm going to say it. I just realized something. Ben, sorry. Go for your point. It's for the other match.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Josh knows the game really, really well. You can see it. He knows when to JTE. He knows when to multiple choice. He'll probably also know when to challenge if Quickie Mercs decides to challenge if that comes up. So he could be a competitor in this league. So yeah. What do you want to say, Teresa?
What's going on here,
Guys,
Teresa?
I just realized that if it's really going to happen and Danger Zone plays Corruption and then they will play Shazam, the Danger Zone and Shazam could play against each other, and then I'm having a panic attack right now.
Yeah, you
I'm
have
I'm having like, I can't.
Wow.
No.
Your
Don't
three
make me
favorite
serious.
players.
Yeah, you will have to pick between.
4, I really guys, you should see me watching that match. Like every time when Bateman made a dig, I was like, oh,
Your four
yes.
favorite players.
Yes.
Obviously, we can't pick the final match because we don't know what
No.
it is. So we'll have
But I
to
hope
wait.
it's not this one now, because no.
I will say I
Okay.
think this is quite likely the case. Actually, I think that might happen.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Well,
Danger zone. Danger zone.
yeah, we all went danger zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas is the only fan of the usual suspects here, only real fan.
No, Thomas.
Wow.
The thing is,
Wow.
no. The thing is, there is a difference. I know that, for example, Liam's favorite faction is corruption, and I know that he probably wants Mike and Chance to win, but he's thinking with his head because the difference is, Thomas, if you lose, nothing happens. If I lose, I have to do the punishments.
Okay, I'm just going to say that I'm the one who said that, not Thomas. Yeah. Okay, just like. Just,
I
he
thought
didn't say that you're not a real fan.
No,
Oh.
no, he just said that
He just
Oh,
said that he
sorry,
picked them
Thomas.
because
He-
they're suspects.
he picked because of usual suspects.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Thomas. Sorry.
Teresa stirring the pot.
This was just me being mean. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
The hill of the boots
Then
back at it.
Teresa is a very
Yep.
nice person. Teresa is a very nice person. Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
No, she's
I just
No, I'm kidding.
I just
Wow.
yeah. I'm just very happy.
All right, Roxy.
And people are in this prediction league. People are actually try to pick with. We are picking with the mind, not the heart most of the time.
I think we found a new actress for the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep.
And
You are the Schmoedown.
yeah, and I'll say because in the beginning of the show, Teresa asked me, "Will I pick then Mike when people doubt him? He usually wins." I didn't pick Mike because he, as we said, had match and other match he has back to back, and it's obvious he really put a lot of time in Inner Geekdom. So I don't think that he put that much time into teams, and I know that right now probably Bateman and Dan are in such a role because they played a lot of matches together already. And probably studies, because when you study for teams and study for singles, it's the same categories, same movies. It's actually when you study for teams, you also study for singles. And the thing is, I don't think that Mike, unfortunately, will be as prepared for this match as he was for Inner Geekdom. I think that was the right decision. But yeah, I just think maybe back-to-back matches could cost him and cost corruption. To be honest, and Danger Zone. After I saw Dan play this Friday, I couldn't go against Danger Zone. So yeah.
Yeah, that match I think persuaded everyone, like with the opponent's choice and everything. And I would never underestimate corruption. I don't think like Danger Zone has this match in the bag.
No.
But I think like their strongest card now is to use the IG slices, and I think then we'll be prepared for them. So it's like they're like aces in their sleeves, and I don't think that will help them very much. But maybe if they spin it, they can go perfect. So at least like that's that for them. I think it will be very close. And I think it will be similar to what we just saw with Rushmore, because so much history. Ben beat corruption and then beat them once and was beaten like 3 times, or I don't know how many times. So there's so much history, but you can see Dan getting angrier, and I think this will be the one point where he like this is the match where he has the most to prove, because he proved everything else, but beating corruption. So I think it's Danger Zone. It's the best team except Shazam. I don't know which one of the two of them is the best.
Wow.
So when the tournament was announced, I said then, whoever wins, I'm going to pick against corruption. So I have to stick with that. And Danger Zone, I think, showed that they are gonna just run through this. I think it'll be a close match, but I think they're gonna. I think they'll win. I don't. Last year, it all depended on Mike, and when he had a good round one, they tended to do very well. But sometimes he would only hit 3 or 4, and that would sink the whole game. So I think it might be the case again. If he can get 7, 6, 8, I think they can do it.
And it's a 5-round match, right?
Yeah, because this is what happened last year, isn't it? Mike was it
It's
against
3-round match.
It's a 3-round. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
number
three.
1 contenders, but it's not at the end of the tournament, so
tournament.
it's 3-round.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Which
I just hope
think
Mike can get
be-
6 or 7.
I think 3 rounds might be better for corruption. I think in 5 rounds, I think like Bateman and Dan are very good in the fast money speed round and everything. I think the 3 rounds will be more competitive for both teams. Like corruption has a bigger chance in this format.
I think round 1 will be the key for this match. But I do
Like
think
it was.
will do it.
Yeah.
Ben?
Don't have anything ready to add. I just think Danger Zone are probably the better team. So yeah, because to be honest with you, in the tournament, Teresa and I both said in the tournament there are no A and B players, but corruption you can see there's an A and a B player. Mike unfortunately is the B player in corruption, and yeah, sorry, Mike.
Okay. So we are going to the punishments now, but first I must show this. You can see that Teresa is still at the.
It's getting
top.
closer, guys.
But the fun thing is now we are all like two points difference. It's 2 points between me and Ben. It's 2 points between me and Liam, and it's 2 points between Teresa and Liam. So yeah, a lot can happen.
Yeah, the fun thing is that only Ben picked one different pick, and then we all picked the same. So see you next week.
Yeah, still going to be a 2 point.
Yeah, I'll just say I thought, to be honest, that this week we will all be the same.
Yeah, but if it's Shazam versus Danger Zone, I think that will be like, I really don't know who I would pick. I think you guys would also have to think about it, right? It's that could be different.
We haven't got the schedule yet for next month.
I would go on my gut with that one, but yeah.
I know with the mini singles tournament, like the sort of bracket, there will be differences there with the Roker, Bateman, Oyama, Ethan, all that good stuff. I don't think we'll pick the same. So
yeah,
there'll be some fun opportunities to catch up to Teresa.
Yay! That sounds awesome.
Or for me to finally go over that hill.
Insulted me once today, so maybe we should.
Sorry, Ben. I think this week I will get even more further than you because I think that Ace will win.
We'll see. He's now no longer the underdog, so we'll see.
Whose punishment is it?
You for either Teresa or me.
Yeah.
Oh, so you seem prepared.
I didn't know it was my week.
No, you actually said that you will do something for Teresa because she said something.
I did Teresa's.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah, did you? Okay, well then I think
Teresa has to vote Finstock every week if I win.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's true. You already have mine. Yeah.
So
I need to start editing that.
Let's
put that up
not go into
We're
it.
quite late anyway. Maybe we'll think of it for next week. I'll do for Ben next week.
We had 2 last week, so we can skip this week.
Yes.
Sure. Ben, be prepared. I have some ideas.
Uh-oh. Okay.
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 I guess that's it. We've gone to 2 hours, but
what was this weird silence?
There was so much talk about this week, so I fully expected this to be a bit of a longer show. And by judging by the announcements we might get this week, I think it might be the same next week as well. So we'll see what happens on Friday.
We'll have to.
And if we find out, we'll maybe do a quick video to do our prediction for the second match when we know what's happening.
Yeah, we might do it in the watch along or something. I don't think.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So yeah,
We'll figure it out.
what a show! What a week it's been in Showdown. It's probably quite late for all of us. It's 10 o'clock here. I'm assuming it's 12 midnight for Ben and Matt. And
It's 11. It's
nearly.
11.
so we're probably all going to go to bed. Thank you for watching along, Thomas and Leo and everyone else who joined intermittently. Really enjoyed the show. It was really fun. We are at Schmoe on Twitter. Is that correct?
Yes, everything is in the description.
Excellent. Yeah, you can find it all below. Please subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. And I'm not going to do socials because we have our Twitter, and I think we'll just end because we're running late. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, Thomas.
bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye, Thomas.